Hello and welcome to our 19th session, and in this session we are going to install OpenWebUI. We are going to make use of the Docker that we installed in our previous session, and in this session you will know how to pull a Docker image from GitHub or from any online resource, install it, and then how to run it. Before we start installing the OpenWebUI, let us first understand what is this OpenWebUI. ChatGPT is incredibly useful, but every time you type a prompt, that question travels to a cloud server owned by a single corporation. If you paste proprietary code, sensitive financial spreadsheets, or private journals, you are handing over data you might not want leaving your machine. You can bypass the cloud entirely by downloading open source AI models and running them completely offline on your own hardware with zero subscription fees. Running local models gives you complete privacy and prevents vendor lock-in. The problem is that doing so introduces a severe usability gap. To run open source model with Meta's Llama 3 or Google's Gemma on a standard computer, you need a foundational software engine called Ollama. Look at this interface. Ollama lacks a graphical dashboard, meaning it communicates exclusively through raw command line code. Typing prompts into a stark black window feels like running a developer science experiment. It is a massive source of friction for anyone used to a polished consumer product. We have the engine required to process data privately, but we are missing the dashboard needed to actually drive it. OpenWebUI is that missing dashboard. It is a self-hosted browser-based interface that perfectly mimics the clean layout and chat history of ChatGPT. It is important to note that OpenWebUI does not generate text or think. It is purely the visual layer you interact with. At the center is the raw intelligence, the AI model. Ollama acts as the mechanical engine to run it. OpenWebUI sits on top as your dashboard. Finally, everything is packaged inside Docker, a digital garage to cleanly store and run the parts. Combining these modular tools translates raw complex computational power into an intuitive application anyone can use. With the stack running, you can toggle between AI models, make conversation to compare their logic side by side. As this diagram indicates, you also get retrieval augmented generation or RAG. You can upload PDFs and spreadsheets directly into the chat, and the AI analyzes them entirely locally without transferring a single byte to the cloud. You can grant OpenWebUI local internet access, allowing the AI to fetch live URLs and pull real-time data to augment its responses. The platform integrates directly with tools like Stable Diffusion, so the AI can create pictures right inside your text chat. A community-driven plugin system lets you add specialized abilities, giving the AI the power to run Python code or check live stock prices. This setup allows a simple text generator to function as a multimodal workspace that handles documents and images while maintaining absolute data sovereignty. That uncompromising privacy scales easily from a solo hobbyist desktop to a business environment. Administrators use role-based access control to manage specific user groups, set granular permissions, and monitor the exact token usage across a team. Teams can interact with the models using hands-free voice and video calls, utilizing integrated text-to-speech and speech-to-text tools. To handle enterprise-level demands and collaborative workspaces, The system connects securely to external cloud storage and flexible databases. A business can deploy this scalable hub across their entire organization, replacing expensive, heavily monitored enterprise AI subscriptions. Users no longer have to choose between a premium, easy-to-use interface and total control over their data. By creating a professional-grade interface for local tools, open source communities have neutralized the primary advantage of big tech cloud providers. With Ollama running the engine and OpenWebUI acting as the dashboard, anyone can build, manage, and drive a completely private AI ecosystem entirely on their own terms. To install OpenWebUI, open your browser and in search type OpenWebUI and press enter. The very first link you see here, openwebui.com, click on it and you come to the openwebui.com website. Here you have an option, Get OpenWebUI. So when I click on it, this will bring you to the GitHub page. This GitHub repository is a Docker image. So you can see the Docker files placed here. So if you have this Docker file, it means that this is a Docker image. I have to pull this Docker image from GitHub onto my machine and I have to run it. So now I will close my browser, double click and launch Docker Desktop. In Docker Desktop also you have a search window here. I can click search and here I can type OpenWebUI and I can download it. I can directly pull it and run it. If I directly pull it from here, this gets installed on the C drive, but I want it to install on the D drive. In that case, instead of pulling it directly, we are going to pull and run it using command line tool, that is the PowerShell. With Docker running, click anywhere outside to come out of the search. I will first come into the window menu and open File Explorer. I will come into D drive AI Studio, right click, choose new folder and I am going to call this as OpenWebUI. So all my data, I am going to store it in this D AI Studio OpenWebUI folder. Then I will come into the search, type PWSH. You are going to see PowerShell 7 or you can use the regular PowerShell also. Click on Run as Administrator. In the PowerShell, I am first going to pull Docker image of OpenWebUI. The command I am going to use it, I will start it with Docker, press space and call the command pull. The source is GitHub. This is ghcr.io. This is nothing but the GitHub site, / and I am going to go to OpenWebUI. This is the account name / OpenWebUI and I will add a colon and I am going to pull the main branch. I am pulling this Docker image from GitHub, OpenWebUI account, OpenWebUI repository and the branch is main. I will press enter. The OpenWebUI, it is fetching all the data from the GitHub site to your machine. Now the pull is complete. You can also see download complete. And once it is successfully pulled, this data will be stored in, if you come to D drive AI Studio, we had created a folder Docker data and inside that you have Docker Desktop WSL and inside that you have main and you have this ext4.vhdx. In this volume, this will be pulled and stored. Now, if you come to the Docker Desktop application, if you come to images, you can now see the image that has been pulled here. Our next function is to run this image and when I run this, I want its default folder to be, I will come into the Explorer, it should be D AI Studio OpenWebUI. So to set this path, I have to run this through the command line. Actually, I can run it directly here by creating the container. As of now, if you come to the container, the image is downloaded, but it is not run. Only when we run it, this gets converted into a container. Instead of running it from image here, I will come back to my PowerShell terminal. So at the command prompt, I am going to start with Docker. Space, I am going to run this, press space, type -d. -d means this is detached mode. So the container runs in the background and your terminal is free again. Without this, the log would stay attached to your terminal window. So I will use this -d, press space, and I will add -p. After P, I will press a space. P stands for port. I have to specify in which port my OpenWebUI is going to get executed. The out port will be 3000. I will add a colon. Inside the container, it is going to connect through a port 8080. Press space. I am going to add a hyphen and V. V here stands for volume. I am going to declare it in my customized location. I will press space, start with an inverted comma. I can type the path directly, but if you are using spaces in your folder name, it will give an error. So it is always safe to mention the path using inverted comma. I will come back to my Explorer. My path is DAI Studio OpenWebUI. So I will select this. I will right click and copy this path. Come back to PowerShell terminal. Press Ctrl V to paste it. Then I have to add a colon, and this is going to store. Now I have to use // app /backend /data, and I am going to end it with inverted comma. My app's backend data folder is mapped to this DAI Studio OpenWebUI folder. Then I will press space. Then I will add 2 hyphens and I will give the name. The name of this container will be, press space, I will call it as Open-WebUI. I will press again space. I will make it slightly wider now. I will add 2 hyphen. I want this container to run automatically when I restart the machine or when I restart my Docker. I am going to type restart always, press space. I have to give the location of GitHub from where I am going to pull this. So if you come to openwebui.com and if you click on get OpenWebUI, here in this repository, I have to pull it from my OpenWebUI user account, OpenWebUI repository. I will come back to the terminal, specify this path, ghcr.io. This is nothing but the GitHub /open-webui. I will add /. This is user account. Then the repository is OpenWebUI. Add a colon and I will call it as main. I am pulling the main branch of this repository. I will also give this command in YouTube description or in the document on the Patreon page. I am now going to press enter. So now it is asking for firewall security. Click on allow. Come back to my Docker desktop. If I come into the container, you can see this OpenWebUI is now getting executed. It is now running. You have port and a link here and it shows HTTP localhost 3000, and if I click on this link, this is going to open in your browser. Sometimes if it doesn't open, refresh it 1 or 2 times and you have the get started button, and when I click on get started, it is asking me to create an OpenWebUI account. Enter my name here, then I will enter my email, I will enter my password. I will click on create admin account. You can see it said you are now logged in and you have what's new in OpenWebUI window here. Click on OK, let's go, and you are now in OpenWebUI. And if you see the interface of this OpenWebUI, this is similar to your ChatGPT. You have account here, you have your browsing history will be available here. If you click on the drop down here, you can select which model you are going to use. In our previous session in Ollama, we had installed Gemma 3, DeepSeek, Qwen 2.5. So all these models you can see here. Now if I click here, I can open the sidebar. You can see the history of chats just like in ChatGPT. Coming back to the Docker, I can stop the container, So if I doesn't want to use OpenWebUI, then I can click on stop here. It is going to stop, and now if you come and check this website, this is not going to work. The site cannot be reached. And again, to start it, you can come back to the Docker and you can just click on the start button here and it is going to start. Now if I come and refresh it, it will take some time. If I click on reload, the OpenWebUI is running. So we have successfully installed OpenWebUI, and using this, you can create your cinema script, you can create the required prompts. If you want to study different PDF files, or if you want to use it just like Google Notebook, then there is another application called Anything LLM. And in our next session, we are going to install this Anything LLM.